Oh, dude. Nice. Oh, shit. First sip of the coffee. Always the best, isn't it? Yeah, boy. Morning. Ohayou gozaimasu. How's everyone? Minasan, genki desu ka? How you doing? Hey, shit, 1 second. Phone is buzzing me up. What's up? Your event is starting in Bib Squad. Man, I'm running the event. What the fuck? Yeah, my phone is being weird. How's everyone doing? May the cogs be with you all. Very good to see you. Chat, we have big dick videos today to watch. 2 of them are actually proper big dicks because they are like 30 minutes long. And I wouldn't normally pay attention to videos that long. But they are important and one of a kind. Okay? And this just... It's either that or no video at all. So I decided to actually embrace... the best my attention span has to offer. And dive in and see what's up, okay? But before we dive in, of course, we're gonna wait for a few minutes for people to gather up, and that's cool. How's your week been? Penpenakun, may the cocks be with you. Good morning. Hey, good to see you, man. Did you see the you did see the MMO I dropped in Discord. I've been meaning to playtest this yesterday, but I had to continue editing my YouTube shorts, and I didn't have a minute to pop in. What's the name of that game? Sky fucking... No, not Sky Sly Timmy! Yes, Sly Timmy is probably not the best game title, but you know what I mean. The one that was inspired by Ragnarok, and every time I think of Ragnarok, I think of you, baby. You know what I mean? Have a kiss. Yes, good stuff. Hey, chat, by the way, if this looks like a bulge, that's because it is. It's, I added pop filter underneath the sock. Because, well, I was hearing the pops in editing of a video. And hopefully they're now gone. You get me, bro? Spirit Veiru! Yeah! Hontoni! Spirit Veiru! Yeah, definitely. I will give it a go. It's really cute. I have an extremely weird and flexible taste when it comes to graphics. It's almost as if I don't put them high on the priority list. You know what I mean? Yeah. As long as the game is fun and plays good and doesn't fuck me in the ass with monetizations, I'm good, man. Yeah, so... I mean, okay, maybe when the main character is a fairy, I cut... it's different. Okay, but... other than that, that's good. Maybe can play it for next... wait, maybe can play it for stream next time you stream on the weekend. That would be... next week. Which means it is about 10 days from now. Which means the playtest can be over. Do we know how long the playtest is for Spirit Veil? Let me pull it up. Dude, by the way, look what's in the background. Look what's in the background. This is my top PvP commander titled Priest, Big Dick Shadow Priest in it. I was the biggest of dicks. Literally, I'm not even kidding. Look, I'm gonna pull it up. Look, honor. I killed 20,000 soldiers. I'm a commander, man. Like, if you wanted to 1v1 me, I would probably run the other way, man. If I was you, you get me. This is big dick, man. Like, I grinded so much to get this character going. It's absolutely insane, man. Yeah, in any case, what we're talking about is okay, Spirit Veil. Spirit Veil. Let's see what's the playtest like. Let me see. And it's actually a lot of fun. Here's some footage from boss fight I spawned from a drop. Okay. That actually looks okay. How fluid it is. It's crazy. Yeah, man. No, I like that. That's cool. Okay. Do we know anything about that test? By the way, playtest still open for the next 12 hours if you want to give it a try. 1 month ago. What? That is outdated then. Yeah. Hey, Niryo-kun! May the cogs be with you. What's up? It sleeps. Okay, let me open it up. Oh shit! I'll have to. You know what? I'll write a script that wakes it up for me because this is ridiculous. Chat. So what's happening is we have database on the free server, and basically when the database is not in use, it goes to sleep, and I need to wake it up so that the OBS can connect to it. And I sometimes just fucking forget about that shit because I have so many things to go through. Maybe I should have have a checklist like pilots do. Yeah. What about if the main character is a fox fairy? It's exactly, dude. What do you mean? It's exactly. What is this? Why would you make me mad at 7 a.m.? It's 7 a.m., dude. It's a beautiful time of the day. And you're trying to get me. You get me. Spokój tam, kurwa! Yeah. Database has woken up. It accepts invitations, okay? Look, we have early access coming this year, and I will actually tell everyone right now how fast I work, okay? And big dick in it. Look, if we go to upcoming, okay, I'm going. If we go here, and so you get me, and we scroll down. Libla kurwa, czekaj. Look, Spirit Veil is right here. Look, yeah. Nice, very good, yeah. Well done, Niru. Welcome to the crowd. Absolutely. One day you'll be at the top of the leaderboard. Yes, keep it up. Okay, so we have Q4 2025. Spirit Veil is right here already. Let me see if we have any other copiums going. So we have Anvil Empires this year, Loftia, Monster and Memories next year. Sealed Gate is this year. Why is it? That's... Oh, that sorting doesn't work. But yeah, Sealed Gate and Spirit Veil are coming this year. So yeah, we got it all on the list. And again, I have no idea how long is the playtest for, so if you guys want to give it a go, do drop in and take a look, because it actually looks pretty fun. And so, you said to play it on my next weekend stream. If it still is up and running, I'll be very glad to do it. Yes, I'll be very happy to do it. And plus we had this, right? Blizzard adds Project Epoch to their list. Epoch received cease and desist from Blizzard Entertainment, and they are shutting down. Now, we looked into it a little bit more, and I spoke to a guy who placed all those private servers, Ascension, Project Epoch, Everlook, right? He says that this is just a cover-up. It's just a way to avoid legal issues with Blizzard. So what's happening is essentially Project Epoch has always been run by the Ascension team. I didn't know that. So, well, we're gonna define what actually that means. 1 second. So if you go to WoW Ascension, right? Dude, they put so much effort into those websites. This is crazy. Yeah. So Project Ascension, we all know Project Ascension. It's a great server. Like I played it. It's just so fucking creative. It's insane. And their marketing team is just next level. They always make me laugh on X with all those shorts and trivias and stuff like that. So great team, great server, great game, right? And what's happening is that the entire backend, the entire infrastructure, all the servers, all the admin work for Project Epoch was provided by Project Ascension. So the Project Epoch team that worked on it, they only ran the front end, like GMs, quests, content, but the actual server infrastructure, all the coding was happening inside Project Ascension team. So what they are doing effectively here, they are killing the name Project Epoch. The website is down, man. Discord's server, the Discord server is down. Well, I think it's in read-only mode. Even the creator of Project Epoch himself ditched Discord for Project Epoch. He's no longer in there. So he quit. And so what's happening, I think they are all moving to Ascension. So the server will still run, but it will probably run under the Ascension logo, under the Ascension name. Now, I said it in the Discord during my conversation with the guy that, you know, it sounds like they are putting many eggs in the same basket, or they are just delaying the inevitable, because Blizzard might come for Project Ascension too. I don't know. Apparently there is there used to be an interview with Project Epoch guy. I can't remember the name of him. Fuck. It's like... it's such a weird username. Whatever nickname he was going by. In that interview, he said they can't be shut down. Because apparently there's some kind of legal loophole they can keep exploiting to protect themselves from Blizzard Entertainment lawsuits. I don't know if that's to do to their location or the way they run things. I'm not sure. But yeah, Project Epoch is down. However, what's down is actually this. Marketing and support. The game itself will be working under the Ascension name. Or with thanks to the Ascension team. So if you played on Project Epoch, nothing is lost. Like you will actually get to play your characters and continue. So that's quite interesting how they're trying to just navigate the labyrinth. You get the maze. Have you guys played any of those private servers? Honestly, as a reformed Turtle WoW shill who saw the ridiculous and unfair preferential treatment these private servers devs give to popular guilds on their servers, fuck them. There we go. Blizzard will I assume, well, sorry, people can't like put punctuation in the sentences and I can't fucking read. Blizzard will, comma, I assume, comma, be going after all the biggest private servers they can, full stop. Their Classic Plus experience is coming to whatever form that takes. Blizzard has the right to do it as well. It's illegal. True. Yeah, it is simply true. So yeah, another one down, more to go. If you actually pull up the list of WoW private, this one, look how many private servers there are. I haven't actually even realized once how many of them there are. Like, this is absolutely insane. For every expansion, for every need, even like custom servers, which Project Ascension is. Yeah. Insane, man. The guy in our Discord, he thinks that Warmane will be next, by the way. For some reason. The numbers they are raking is just insane. It's beyond. Like, apparently it's a private server that's been going for a while, and they keep getting queues to log in. They keep getting updates and thousands of concurrent players. It's a very good private server with actually people who put lots of effort into it. So it might be next on the target list. We'll see how that goes. Yeah. There's the music maybe a little too loud. 1 second. Oh, there you go. Actually, we can start watching a video now, I think. We have 2 videos to play. Now, chat. This one will be I'm telling you right now, the one I will play is not to do with World of Warcraft. The first one is not to do with World of Warcraft. It's actually to do with Riot MMO. Yes. Hopefully this woke you up a little bit. Riot MMO. We have new stuff on Riot MMO. And I've got no idea how this went under my radar. But I think it went under the radar of many content creators. And I only found out about it because I randomly pulled up Zaryu's X account. And, well, not his girlfriend's, right? It's just like Twitter account, okay, ish. And he reacted to it. I'm like, what? How? What the fuck? And I pulled up the OG video, and there it is. So we're gonna watch it. Yeah. This one. The world of Riot's MMO is already done. That sounds like a big thing. I don't know if you heard, it's a bit old news by now, but Gravity, company behind Ragnarok Online, started going after some private servers too a few years ago. 2 big ones closed down because of it. No, I didn't know. I did. To be honest, before I started to stream and before I met you, I think Ragnarok Online might have been once mentioned by me in any point of my life. I don't think I ever paid any attention to it whatsoever because World of Warcraft, okay? So no, I don't know that actually. Are there many private servers for Ragnarok Online still? Or is that era gone? You get me? It was interesting that those 2 servers seem to have been target only due to profits generated, maybe also player numbers. I think if you get too close to the sun, your wings burn. It's just that simple. And when you are going back to like Turtle WoW and maybe, you know, Project Epoch, I'm not so sure, but Turtle WoW for sure. When you're an organization, crime or not, criminal or not, I don't know. When you're an organization that hires 100 people, dishes out millions of dollars to promote itself, whether through Google ads, Twitter ads, and when you actually reply to Blizzard's posts with your server account on X being pesky and cheeky, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt, man. Yeah. There are some examples of the replies to Blizzard's tweets, or Blizzard's posts on X. And they are clearly like that tongue in the cheek. Like, you know what I mean? Like, clearly they're written in a way to rile Blizzard up. They were nice, okay? And so when you do that, I mean, of course they're gonna notice. Riot MMO started hiring. Let's take a look. Let me see. Yes, it's true. We are making an MMO. No, you're not dreaming. We're working on an MMORPG based in the League universe. We know MMOs take a lot of people to create. We'll need pretty big raid team if you want to. By the way, I love how to say this. How on brand they are with everything they put out on the internet. It's really amazing. Like, such a normal, plain language that everyone will understand. They're not. Look, they haven't mentioned a word called, like, you know, investment, stakeholders, KPIs. No, they're like, dude, you're not dreaming. We're working on MMOs. Like, this is the simplest English possible. Yet it is so much like, it's so Riot. Yeah, I love the personality they have as a company. We'll periodically post new roles, but right now we don't have any specific openings on the team. We're just gearing up for the journey. Okay. If you're interested, you can submit information below. So they're looking for gameplay engineer, game design, UX design, game art, game production, looking for group. See? Instead of saying looking for your next career step, they just said looking for group. How great is that? It's awesome. It's absolutely awesome. I love that. We're looking for developers who have direct experience on MMOs. Well, I can yap about them. How about that? Does that work? Okay, there's career page. See open roles. Let's see. Select a craft. No, team. Oh, there is. Oh, there it is. There it is. Got it. Yep. Yep. I don't know why, but Riot MMO is kind of hype. It's because they are known for the quality. Also, the reason why is they have a world that people know. Kind of like, you know, Warcraft. They have the world of League. People are already like emotionally attached to characters. They know lore. They know the background. They know context. They're already theory crafted for many years. And it's just like big snowball effect. You get me? Yeah. So they're looking for principal game designer, visual artist, staff software engineer, staff software tools, UI. Okay. Unpublished R&D product. There we go. It's actually very cool when you have R&D product, you can claim money back from the government. At least in the UK. We've done that on multiple occasions as a company. So the minute you prove you're doing something innovative, something that's never been done before, and that no one else could have solved it by any way, and it's you that, you know, solved it, or at least are thinking of solving it, you can just claim that money back from the government. So whatever you spend on it, you can get it back. You can write it off of your taxes, essentially. So you can get your tax bill to 0. Yeah, it's very cool. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is the same for America. America, my dream, beautiful country and shit, I'm gay. I'll say that's okay. It's quite all right. Yeah, I don't think this is bad. Right? I don't know. Yeah. Sorry, Penpenakun, I missed your Ragnarok Online code got leaked right before release back in 2002 or 2003. So there have always been tons of private servers. Okay. I think even if it wasn't leaked, people would still get their hands on it. It's just that simple. Yeah, I don't think WoW's client and server files were ever leaked, yet people got them. Lineage 2 the same, like pretty much any game, to be honest, right now. It's I don't think it's difficult to find your way around, you know? You're not dreaming, we're working on MMO, like, LOL, you do not need to sell it more. I have my wallet ready, bruh. Absolutely. Yes. I observed some recruitment bots and they announced unpublished IP work titles. Yeah, so they're clearly working on it. This is good. They did say back in the day they're going back to drawing board, and I'm really interested to find out what they actually gonna come up with. Let me just move a little bit so I don't get disconnected. You know what I mean? I want to be cool like that, bruv. Look at the big boy, man. Easy. Okay, chat, I'm ready for that video. Let's take a look. This is gonna be a long video, but hopefully a good video. Priest as the second 80. No, dude, this is WoW Classic era. This is my level 60 Dwarf Priest that has killed 20,000 Horde players and has the top PvP title in the game. Yeah. This is as big dig in WoW Classic as you get. It's absolutely, yeah. I have the mount. Look. Wait, let me pull it up. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Yeah. Dude, if you pull up in this, bitches are yours. Old female dwarfs. Touch me? Oh my god, touch me. Yeah. Immediately. This is so OP, man. Fuck classic? Absolutely not. Best MMO ever made, man. Alright, let's watch this. Let me know if there's any issue with the volume.
In the past, MMOs were regarded as the godfathers of games. They were the peak of what developers could accomplish. Even though, looking back, that's a fairly subjective thing to say.
They still are. So fucking complicated, man. Insane.
Everyone knew MMOs had the power to create cult following, but also everyone knew making MMOs was hard.
Yeah.
On average, an MMO has to spend at least 6 years in the baking before it can get anywhere near being good.
Yeah.
But that didn't stop companies from jumping onto the bandwagon anyway. And soon we could see dozens of new MMOs, all releasing in 2008. All being called the WoW killers. Spoiler alert, none of them did that.
Did you guys hear about another WoW killer going to dirt? Tarisland? They were shut down. Yeah, when Tarisland was being promoted and announced and released, everyone was like, wow, it's gonna be the World of Warcraft killer for sure. Yeah. Dude, you can't kill WoW, man. It's a movement. It's not a game. It's a movement. Yeah. Try harder, man. You get me?
And unfortunately, we can feel the ripple effects even now. It got to a point where every time a new MMO is announced, we all think the same thing.
What?
Oh. Anyway, when you're
You know what? I can actually relate a little bit to that. Wait, whoa, fuck, I'm so white. Wait. I'm not that white. Like, come on, man. Okay. And so I can totally relate to that a little bit because I'm reviewing so many MMOs. And every time I know where the MMO is from, like region of the world or maybe publisher, for example, if you tell me NCSoft, right, or something like that, I already know what to expect. And when I see the trailer, whatever, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I've seen that before. Or when you pull up an indie MMO, it's very indie MMO plus Unreal Engine 5 equals. Oh, okay, yeah, I've seen that before. Every time, no exceptions. And it wasn't it crazy back in the day in like between 2000 and 2010? How many MMOs did we get? It was just fuck me, man. It was a wave of MMOs and good MMOs, and we didn't know what to choose. Of course, we have WoW Classic, we have Lineage 2, but you have, I don't know, Lord of the Rings, which is towards the end of that spectrum. Yeah, like plenty games. Yeah, insane. Final Fantasy 14. All the big games that we're playing right now are pretty much from that time between 2000 and 2010. You could even argue old school RuneScape is kind of from, I think, from there. Yeah, because I think old school RuneScape launched in late 90s as a web browser, but they didn't see the they didn't break into the mass market, I guess, until early 2000s, I think. Guild Wars 2 is from 2012, but Guild Wars 1, yes. Yeah, actually, if I wait, I didn't know. Wiki has probably one of the best and most comprehensive list of any MMOs ever made, and I mean MMOs, not just MMORPG. They have MMO RTS, MMO FPS, overall online games. You can literally find and look at all those categories. It's just absolutely insane. Let me see if we have a list here. No, this is just what MMORPG is. So you have list of mods, a list of free massive multiplayer games, list of multiplayer. This one, yes. Okay, and launched. Let's see. Hide. Let's see. Okay, so from 2010, right here, look, all of this. Yeah, Dragon Ball Online. Oh my god, Final Fantasy 14. There you go. Mortal Online. I remember that one. Darkfall. I remember that one. Hello Kitty. Hello. It's closed, thank God. Okay, good. Runes of Magic, I know for sure. This was the WoW clone. Runes of Magic. Age of Conan. Hell yeah, man. Ion. Yes, dude. Let's go. These are big games, man. Seriously. Wizard 101. You have Warhammer Online. What a great period in our lives. Lord of the Rings. Yeah. I thought you meant MMOs from 2010 to 2020. No. From 2000 to 2010, because this is the period the guy kind of referred to in the video. Anyway, I'm delaying. Let's take a look.
Working on an MMO, you have to respect 3 pillars.
Okay.
Gameplay is king.
Yes.
Social interactions matter.
Yes.
And the world setting is important.
And graphics is at the bottom of that list. Trust me. If graphics were at the top of that list, people wouldn't play half of the old school games. Or all of them, pretty much, because they're all shit.
When Riot
Graphic-wise.
announced their MMO, it became clear that 2 of the pillars are being respected,
Yes.
and the third one is already done. When it comes to the gameplay, it is currently in the hands of Ghostcrawler, someone who's been working on WoW during its best times, and someone who got a reputation for hating boomkins and loving mages.
Wait, isn't that... What do you mean is... Wait, what... Isn't this guy working on his own MMO right now? Project Ghost? Isn't he running the Fantasy Pixel Art... No, Fantasy Pixel Castle Studio with NetEase? So what, he's building 2 MMORPGs at the same time?
When it comes to the social interactions, it is a dance between the developers and the players. A dev can guide players towards social interactions, or they can annihilate them. And after that, the players usually find their own fun inside the MMO. From that point on, the devs should do everything in their power to support the players having fun in their own way. And
so-called emergent gameplay. However, I don't think this is always the case, because if game caters to killers, achievers, people who want the next big dig damage, they don't give a fuck about any RP, any social aspect of the game. And so sure, there will always be small community that likes to RP, like in Goldshire Innkeeper, but it's not always the case. It really depends who is your audience. Like, imagine Warborn Above Ashes having RP. Those people don't give a fuck. They want to log in and smash people. They want to PvP all the way. They don't give a fuck about all your, like, feelings and stuff, right? It's just, they go hard on it. So, it depends on the game.
finally, when it comes to the world of an MMO, in Riot's case, it's done. And it's been finished for quite a few years now. In fact, the world of Riot's MMO is in such a good state. They already have the continents, the zones, the cultures, and the races.
Okay.
And to a lesser degree, every zone already has its own storyline. Now, of course, unless you follow the lore of League of Legends,
I don't.
You wouldn't know about this.
Yes.
And that's why I decided to make this video.
Okay,
I want to show you all the zones we are going to see in the MMO and what sorts of quests we are going to do there. So, for the purpose of this video, I will assume you have no idea what League of Legends is about.
Thank you. Thank you. Because the only thing I know about League of Legends is fucking toxic. Okay? People in the game made me cry. They didn't like me. That's all I know about the game. So I no longer play it. It wasn't fun. You have no idea how many people fucked my mom. That was bad.
You have no idea what the universe is about, but you like MMOs,
Yes.
your hairline is receding, and you have a crippling fear of Nintendo 64 controllers.
Okay.
To which, I might add, why do you think I'm wearing hats?
Yes!
But now, without further ado, let's have a look at all the zones in Riot's MMO.
Every time someone has a cap, a hat, I assume they just bald. Don't you guys do that? I feel like this is quite... You get me, bruv.
This is Runeterra, the world of League of Legends. Right now, the world is separated into 10 main regions.
Okay.
But these 10 regions don't cover all the land on the map, so there are some mini-zones in between them. And the lore already revealed that there is gonna be another continent further to the east. That definitely sounds like a future expansion to me. In fact, it would be foolish to release all of these regions at launch. You can easily turn half of these into separate expansions.
Yeah, it's quite normal for the game. Like, for example, you can see that with Dune Awakening. When you launch the game, the next content is already done. Because, yeah, you launch content in portions so that players don't rush through it. And when they do get to the end, you're already ready with the next development cycle, with the next patch, next major update. So you can just be on it like, Carbonate, you get me, bruv! So I got excited. It's fine. It's okay.
And because a lot of people already know...
Wait, 1 second. I'm gonna close that window. Fucking pisses me off, man. Jesus. Stupid sun. Who invented sun, man? What is this? Let me just... one extra thing. I'm gonna brighten up the room a bit. There we go. Yeah. Nice. Okay, Omega finally... I hate this window in the morning. So fucking annoying, dude.
And love these regions, the hype behind these expansions would be big. With that said, I know a lot of you would like to play as Shrimans or Ionians. And now you may be cursing me for suggesting that these would be expansions. But the lore can justify giving you these nations as playable races without having their regions.
I have no idea what he's saying right now. Well, I mean, on the principle, I get it, but I'm so far away from League World. None of those names ring a bell. Nothing. I'm absolutely not the target of that world right now, and that will probably change when I play the MMO, right? But until then, I'm just gonna be a stranger.
I'll show you how Riot can pull this off in a bit. First, let's talk about the regions Riot's MMO has to start with. The Northern Continent. This entire continent is called Valoran. Not Valorant, Valoran. And this is where the absolute core of this world is. The two main regions here are Demacia and Noxus. They are the two big rivals equivalent to the Horde and the Alliance. While I would like to say that Demacia is your classic normie human region, it's not really true. Runeterra doesn't really have a normal place. There is something cool happening in every region. And Demacia has racism. Okay, maybe not racism.
Good. You should play warriors anyway. Yeah, well, like who the fuck plays mages? They only end up in the wheelchairs. It's just silly. Oh, can't see the video anymore. Oh, Kurva! Sorry about that. My cat just sat on the keyboard. Literally, I'm not even kidding. Let me go back a minute here. Yeah. Jesus.
Without having their regions. I'll show you how Riot can pull this off in a bit. First, let's talk about the regions Riot's MMO has to start with. The Northern Continent. This entire continent is called Valoran.
Yeah.
Not Valorant, Valoran. And this is where the absolute core of this world is. The two main regions here are Demacia and Noxus. They are the two big rivals equivalent to the Horde and the Alliance. While I would like to say that Demacia is your classic normie human...
One thing I would say, that already sounds to me like a good foundation for lore. I know they already have all the lore figured out because they had this IP going for ages. But to me, I can relate to a conflict between one faction and the other one. I can't relate to this fucking cosmic conflict between Titans and Big Dick Void Lords and you know, all of that, like some kind of fucking old gods and Well of Eternity. Like, what the fuck, man? Just calm down. You get me? Just simple. They don't like each other. This is the foundation, okay? They don't like each other. Go. Okay, tell a cool story. Jesus. Can't see video. Never played League of Legends either. I did play. I did play. It took me 5 years to recover. It was so fucking toxic, unbelievable. And I was a little insecure Bybsie. Okay, and I couldn't withstand the game. It was... yeah. I would be flamed every fucking game. Maybe I was bad, I don't know. But... yeah. I didn't like it, let me tell you that.
Region, it's not really true. Runeterra doesn't really have a normal place. There is something cool happening in every region. And Demacia has racism. Okay, maybe not racism, because Demacia doesn't mind Yordles or Minotaurs,
Yeah.
but they really hate mages. That's because in the past, their rivals almost annihilated half of the world using magic. And so, Demacia was built inside a magic-absorbing forest. Therefore, Demacia is a really cool place where you can hide from magic.
Nice!
When it comes to the visuals of this...
We already know where the starting zone, chat. Yeah. Easy, thank you. Look, 5 minutes into the video and we already know our fate. Everyone is bad starting out. Yes, I know, but yeah, but it doesn't mean I can be like insulted because I clicked the wrong button or some shit. You know what I mean? Like that's not the kind of MMO community I want. Although maybe it's different now. I don't know. I do have a few friends who play TFT and League of Legends and Hearthstone. Maybe not to that, not so much, but a little bit. And I see how they react to mistakes. It's like monkey brain. It's like a switch. They're like playing, chilling, you know, they're doing the thing, thinking, and all of a sudden, what the fuck is he doing? What an idiot, kurva! Fuck me! Dude. Calm down. Okay? This is how they play the game. I'm like, okay, I don't want to be part of it.
Zone, you can see a lot of lush fields, it is surrounded by mountains, but the iconic part of Demacia are the buildings. They are made of petricite, which is a combination of stone and the magic-absorbing wood. Because these ancient magic-absorbing trees were grey, all the buildings have a marble-like appearance.
That's
and
beautiful,
yes, given
man.
what material they are using, all the buildings in Demacia also absorb magic. So should a mage visit this region, let's just say it's gonna be a painful experience. On top of this, let's not forget that Demacians can weaponize petricite. They can turn it into petricite steel, which gives you your classic...
Man, these are beautiful designs. Holy shit. Wow, man. I found the place, dude. Like, we know exactly what we're gonna play. I wonder where he has those images and concepts, all of that from. Is that the actual concept art for the game, or is it just an example of, you know, what's already out there from the League of Legends game? I don't know, but it looks fucking amazing, man.
Anti-magic weapons, and you can sculpt petricite constructs which wake up after absorbing magic. Simply said, these guys just really don't like magic.
Yeah, I can tell.
The irony is, they've been absorbing it for years now. And this is where the story would kick in.
Oh.
You see, the Demacians are so afraid of magic, they founded the Mage Seeker Order. This is an order of people who hunt mages, they throw them into prison, and they torture them until their body gives up on magic. So yes, being a mage is a crime in Demacia. The thing is, people still get naturally born with magical abilities. You can't stop it from happening. So not only are there mages hiding in the royal court, right now there is a mage civil war happening in Demacia, where mages and people who don't hate mages rise up to fight for moral rights. So should we do some quests in this zone? This is gonna be the core story.
That is absolutely fantastic. I love that. How simple. How relatable. You essentially have, like, on the normal level, you have spies among yourselves, and you have to find them. It's that basic. But so cool, man. Yeah. Kind of like England is right now. Yeah, interesting.
Mages trying to overthrow racist leadership following old laws. So the main enemy NPCs might be mages and witches. But I know what you're thinking now, and don't worry.
What?
There will be plenty of boars to kill here too.
Okay, good.
Or at least
Holy
there
shit.
are loads of wolves here, as well as stags. And we
Give me
can't
a hogger.
forget the iconic Demacian raptors. But further to the south, we might find some crag beasts, tiny woolly elephants, and yes, of course in the Argent Mountains there are also dragons. Loads and loads of dragons. But that's about it for Demacia. Fun fact.
As long as I can play this and have a Linkin Park soundtrack, Heavy is the Crown, rocking in the background, I'm happy, man. Yeah. Riot is insanely creative, insanely powerful in the terms of reach and potential and what they can do, right? I can see this game becoming something massive, just like League of Legends. Because League of Legends is top tier game in its own MOBA category. I don't think there's any game that tops it, really. Sure, we have Dota and stuff like that, but like no one. You can't think of MOBA without mentioning League of Legends. Just like you can't think of MMO-RPG without mentioning World of Warcraft. But it just might change.
The capital city of Demacia is called the Great City of Demacia. Sounds dumb, but Runeterra was not the first one to come up with this. But thankfully the other regions are a bit more creative with their names.
Great City of Demacia actually sounds really good. In before mobile MMO, is it confirmed to be PC MMO? What you mean, the Riot? The Riot MMO? I don't know. Yeah, I would imagine so. If you look at what if you look at the list of who they are recruiting, where is it? Kurva, where's the link here? You have product team, MMO. Actually, maybe it's not so obvious. I would think that the game will be somehow crossplay, because if you want to make MMO, you need players, and PC market is already so saturated with MMOs, it might be hard to sustain the game with just PC players. And also, I mean, at the end of the day, Riot is a huge company that has investors that need money. And so if there is money to be made on consoles and on mobile phones and Steam Decks and shit, they just might consider it. I don't know. I don't think... honestly, we don't know much about this game. I'm even surprised this guy has managed to pull off 30 minutes video about this shit.
So now, let's move away from the normie region and let's have a look at the badass region, Noxus.
I'm not gonna play this.
If you're planning on playing a warrior with oversized weapons and overcompensating lush hair, this is the region for you.
I will play this. This is my favorite zone in the game right now.
This place actually has a long and badass history, but we really don't have the time to explain it now.
Hey.
So just know that originally it was built by the most badass warrior in the history of Runeterra. This motherfucker literally died on a mountain of corpses. And after he died, he was too angry to stay dead, so he just became the god of the underworld.
Easy.
When this guy lived, he built the Immortal Bastion.
Yeah, when life gives you lemon, right? Easy. Fuck. Okay, well, here it is. I have to become the Lord of Undead now. God damn it. Fuck. And I just wanted to play World of Warcraft, man. Honestly, I don't know what the hell. And so yeah, I'm never a big fan of the evil faction, the bad guys. I don't vibe with that, to be honest. I've always played Alliance. I've always played humans. I've always played the good people. And now I know my main is in Horde, okay? But I already explained what's the lore behind that. Yeah, I don't know. Fuck. Ah, god damn it. Don't do this to me, man.
Which is to this day the largest structure on the entirety of Runeterra. And currently he is banished underneath the Immortal Bastion, but only a few people know about it. So, you know, that's a future raid boss. Anyway,
Okay.
the Immortal Bastion is the capital city of the Noxian Empire, with Noxus being one of the most brutal nations in Runeterra. It is brutal because the nation is surrounded by rocky earth. It is hard to grow plants here. So Noxians are forced into conquering surrounding land for resources to survive. That's why when you go to the map you can notice that the Noxian territory is all over the place. It's because these are all the places Noxus has already conquered. Although
We got Roman Empire over there, chat. Okay. We better be careful.
when I say it like that, you may imagine Noxus brutally raiding everything. But that's not true. They like to absorb the surrounding nations into their empire. After
Roman
all,
Empire,
it's
yes.
just more human resources. Most of the time, they only remove the royalty and they let the leaderless people join their empire. And that's because Noxus values strength above all. And rulers tend to not be good fighters. This is what you can see in the After Victory cinematic. They kill the king because he was weak and let everyone else join them.
I would never know that. Dude, Chad, is it time to get deep into the League of Legends lore? I feel like there's so much great storytelling in there. I am missing out now. Honestly. It's crazy. Very good world building so far.
Fun fact, conquering nations is so iconic for Noxus they have their own saying. Kill them until they are family.
Hell yeah!
So when it comes to the quests in Noxus, it is most likely going to be helping the Empire expand its territory.
Man.
Although this region has its own unique enemies too. Inside the Immortal Bastion there is a cult known as the Black Rose. This cult is connected to the darkest of magics. So be ready to fight Hemomancers, witches, demons, and the Grey Legion.
I can already tell that we'll have an issue because my partner will want to play them and I will want to play the first one. Fuck.
Which is an army of soldiers revived with blood magic to fight for the Empire again. And when it comes to collecting 10 bear asses, here we have the native Drakehounds and Basilisks. Now, while Noxus and Demacia are the main rivals here, both of them are also constantly repelling raids from the north. So now, let's have a look at the Freljord.
That is like in Game of Thrones, right? We had Behind the Wall. And so whatever was happening on our side of the wall were just internal political conflicts and crashes between nations. But like the ever-looming threat over entire world was beyond the wall, behind the wall. And so this is quite similar, actually, I think. No?
Just like pretty much any region on Runeterra, Freljord has a long history. But for the purpose of this video, just know that the maddening old gods known as the Watchers of the Void, who want to devour the entire reality only because it keeps waking them up, once tried to breach into reality here.
Couldn't we like keep it on this side of the fence? Like why did you have to go for this fucking cosmic gods big dick scenarios again, man? Okay, let's see where they're gonna take this, but hopefully not too far, man. Because I'm liking it very much. I don't want to see it ruined.
They almost succeeded because they tricked the Ice Witch Lysandra into helping them. Fortunately, she realized how wrong she was, and she managed to freeze half of the kingdom with the Watchers still beneath them. So these days, the Ice Witch is the only person holding back the end of reality by keeping the Watchers frozen. So at some point in the future, you bet one of these woken up frozen Watchers is gonna be a raid boss.
Okay.
Now, when it comes to the NPCs, this is where things get diverse. First of
So she's playing Jon Snow, basically, right? I'm gonna look into the lore today, I guess. Gonna check YouTube later. Oh yeah, definitely, man. I feel like my brain can only comprehend so many lores and so many great stories. So right now I'm just focusing on understanding Tolkien's world with Silmarillion and you know all that, Children of Durin and etc. Of Hurin or Durin, I think. And then World of Warcraft. There are so many great videos about lore in World of Warcraft, and of course 30-some books. It's gonna take me years to actually understand it, and they will not stop releasing new stuff as well. So it's really playing a catch-up game. And if we throw into this Riot's world, the League world, I might just get overloaded and start getting things confused, dude. It is what it is.
all, remember that the Freljord is brutally cruel. Everything is frozen, and survival is everything.
Wow.
So the first enemy here would be the wildlife. From Rhymefangs to Yetis to Druvasks to Elnuks to Mammoths to the worst of them all, Poros. Next, we are going to fight the Freljordians themselves. There are three main tribes here. The Avarosans, who are quite peaceful, the Winter's Claw, who are quite brutal, and the Frostguard, Lysandra's followers who hold back the Watchers. And let me tell you, these guys have some badass armor. Among the notable tribes there are also the Ursine, which are shamans who worship the Volibear, the primal god of the wild
furries.
who
Very
slowly
good.
turns his worshippers into twisted animalistic monstrosities. Speaking of which, yes, there are also the primal gods of Freljord. And finally, we need to talk about the Iceborn. When the Watchers tried to arrive here, they tainted the ice around them. This special ice is called the True Ice. And it is so dangerous, you literally die if you touch it. However, the Watchers also tainted some people, giving them the ability to touch the ice. It is still extremely painful for them to hold a true ice weapon, but at least they can survive it. These people are known as the Iceborn. But people were not the only things that were tainted. There are also ice trolls, some of whom are also Iceborn. To be honest, these guys were made to have their own dungeon. But there are also some animals that were twisted by the Watchers. And Lysandra is even twisting some beings herself to make them serve her. So overall, Freljord is gonna have a lot of cool warriors, shamans, and horror.
Liblak to przyszedł! Ryukun! May the cogs be with you, Ryukun. How you doing? V-Gates do, bitch. Yay, Poro. What the fuck is Poro, man? Is that something from Final Fantasy I don't know about? Poro-kun? Poro-chan? Poro-sama? Poro-sensei? You get me, bro? Yeah, what is this? And by the way, this all sounds really cool so far. Yeah, I don't think they overdid it. It's okay. It's I was scared that they're gonna take it to the cosmic levels that my brain just can't reach. But no, that's fine. It's just like a little bit of reason why this existential threat exists. I guess existential threat exists. There you go. Yes. So yeah, they were gods, but they were like kicked out, but they tainted the world, kind of like the sword in Silithus, right? And we have to live with the consequences. And on the back of those consequences, we got people who mastered that kind of tainted eyes and shit. That's okay. I can get that. I already understand it. That's fine. No problem. Yeah, I'm good. Thanks, dude. And you? Yeah. If that makes sense.
So these would be the three regions on the main continent. But this place is actually so big it can easily make the base world of the game. Especially since there are a bunch of smaller regions in between them. There is Nokmerge, full of witches, Argent Mountains with their dragons, Topgol with void monsters, Dalamore Plains with him, and so much more. But from here, you can cleverly set up the expansions because of how well everything is interconnected. So now, let's have a look at the continent to the east called Ionia.
Okay.
Ionia has a very close connection to Noxus. You can only guess why. It's because Noxians once tried to conquer it all during an event simply called the Invasion of Ionia. This was a horrible war full of using children as soldiers because Noxians thought Ionians wouldn't fight back against children, and chemical weapons.
Easy.
Lots and lots of chemical weapons. Speaking of which, remember Singed from Arcade?
See, so this is what make. By the way, this right. This is what makes. How to say this? The reason why World of Warcraft was such success in 2004, it's because it extended beyond the game itself. It's almost as if game was just an outlet of things that we already knew about the world. The reason why it took root in people's lives is because it existed in those lives, not as a bunch of pixels on their screen, but instead as books on their shelves, as mugs on their shelves. You know what I mean? Like music and all kinds of stuff. They were like shoes with Alliance logos on them, right? It's become fashion. So I'm really hopeful for what Riot is doing right now, because that world, the League world, is already here. I can buy a comic book. I can go to a convention with League players. Like I can be part of that world, even I don't play the game. Like game is the ultimate convergence of all those things. But it's not that the game is carrying the weight itself. It's like where it's like the final destination. Does it make sense? It's like entire model flipped in my head. Instead of the game distributing, instead of game attracting people, it's everything else pushing people to the game. And Riot already has that going for them. There's so many products, things, shit. Loyal fan base is just insane. That the Riot MMO, there's no way people won't play it, won't understand it, won't see it. It's just like it's gonna be right there in front of you. They will like be naturally attracted to it, like flies to the light. Or to shit, maybe. I don't know.
And lots of chemical weapons. Speaking of which, remember Singed from Arcane? He's the guy who chemically devastated Ionia.
Oh.
Eventually, Noxus failed, but they kept their small controlled territories. So the first quest here could be simply boarding a ship, sailing over, and exploring the place for the Noxian Empire. Now, when it comes to Ionia itself, the place gets mystical. Everything here is alive and connected to the spirit of nature. And I mean everything, from the animals to the people to the buildings. Everything is alive. So if you anger Mother Nature, your house can twist and strangle you in your sleep. So you can only imagine how Mother Nature fought against Noxians. Usually a river came alive to drown them. That's why all the buildings here look like they were woven from wood. It's because they were. With nature magic, people let nature build their houses.
What the fuck?
It also means that sometimes your house can just walk away.
That's not good. What if I have mortgage on it? Yeah, yeah. I mean, it has to come with some kind of guarantee, no? It's just not gonna walk away in the middle of the mortgage. Like, Ionians hippies. Hell yeah, man. True. Dude, the way of the leaf. If you watched Wheel of Time, there's people, the way of the leaf, that they kind of remind me of that. Yeah. Then shackle the house. What am I gonna shackle it down with if everything is alive? Assuming everything has some kind of conscious, or at least is controlled by nature, however you want to imagine nature, then yeah, whatever you're gonna use is gonna just undo itself. You get me, bruv?
When it comes to the NPCs here, obviously there is gonna be a lot of nature spirits. And a lot more of
I like
mystical
this.
animals.
That's okay.
From giant flying tigers
No, that's actually
to
gay.
the never-ending
Oh, this
story.
is fine. This is
But
good.
be ready to also face local Ionians, blade masters, shadow cultists, murderers, and ninjas.
Oh, Mortal
Both
Kombat
good,
vibes.
bad, and the in-between. But finally, there is also one more enemy that we could face.
Okay.
The furries. That's right, this race is known as the
I played as her. That was my main character in League of Legends. And I kid you not, I had skins purchased for her. And she's a furry. She actually has like 9 tails or something. Furry tails. Yes. I'm actually embarrassed of my past. I'm very sorry, chat. Yeah. But she's damn hot, man. Fuck, I am a weak man. I just had to give up. I caved in, man.
Devastaya. They are half humans and half magical animals. And yes, canonically, the species was born in exactly the way you are thinking. But to be fair, the Devastaya are quite cool and they are definitely gonna be a playable race.
Nice.
Just like Yordles, who also
No,
like
that's
Ionia
not nice.
a lot.
No,
Lastly,
that is
after
a rat.
Noxians ravaged Mother Nature, demons started occupying all the places filled with misery and doubt. So that's gonna be a nice bonus enemy. So yes, the exploration of Ionia and the raid on the Shadow Order could be a really cool first expansion. But it's definitely not Riot's only option, because we can also go south to Piltover and Zone. These are the ones people will know about, simply because this is where Arcane took place. Piltover
I don't know what the fuck Arcane is, man. What is this? Chat, what's Arcane?
and Zone are two massive cities located one above the other. And they are
That looks like some kind of city, inland city in China. You know how they build cities 28 stories up, and there's like fucking train track or buses ride in the clouds or some shit. It literally looks like this.
so massive they could easily be turned into their own playable zones. They
Yeah.
are both focusing on futuristic technology powered up by magic of the Hextech gemstones. Using this magic, they can power up anything from guns to augmented limbs to vehicles. Visually, it is simply futuristic Victorian era.
I like that.
And unfortunately,
Steampunk
there
vibes.
wouldn't be much of enemy variety. We would likely fight the rich houses of Piltover and their deadly assassins, with the occasional thief on the streets, corrupt wardens, and the occasional rogue steam golem.
So basically typical human stuff. That's okay. Yeah, this is quite basic.
But things get a bit more interesting in the undercity known as Zone. Zone is the dirty underbelly covered in thick toxic smoke. Because the majority of people are poor here, they developed a cheaper alternative to Hextech called Chemtech. This artificial green stuff can power up cheaper limb replacements, as well as highly unstable weaponry.
Have you guys watched the movie called Silo? Oh, it's not a movie, it's a TV series. It's... without telling you much, they locked 10,000 people in a silo under the ground. It's like this big structure going very deep into the ground. Huge. It's essentially city buried under the ground. That scale I'm talking about. And the wealth of people living in there is literally spread that way. So at the top, you have the most powerful people. So people ruling the thing. Then below that, you have the wealthiest individuals. And the wealth drops very, very drastically the lower you go of that silo. All the way to the bottom, where there are the poorest people working the hardest and dying at work every day. Getting hurt. Like, no one gives a fuck about them. So this reminds me of this kind of hierarchy in society. A very cool movie, by the way. It has so many parallels to our lives. It's crazy. I highly recommend. Yeah, Silo. And it's with my Rebecca Ferguson. Julie Papon. Okay.
Zone is also controlled by the Cam Barons, which are obviously gonna be the main enemy here. But on the side, we may also meet some chemical mutants, unstable constructs, as well as some mass murderers and people who hunt down mass murderers. And funnily enough, at the very bottom of Zone itself, there are the hidden ruins of an ancient city full of traps. That is obviously gonna be a cool dungeon. So yes, there is not much more that I can add here. Piltover and Zone were simply explored in Arcane. So if you like the series, you are gonna like this place. From here, we can travel further south to Shurima. Shurima used to be a massive empire that ruled the world.
It just looks like a desert.
But after the emperor got betrayed by his best friend, the entire empire collapsed. This region is a massive desert with the occasional city near a river. In the center of the region, there is the Sun Disk, a colossal piece of star metal that has the power to reflect celestial magic. The Shurimans use this celestial magic to turn their best soldiers into the Ascended, also known as the Golden God Warriors. However, these God Warriors wouldn't make a great enemy here. That's because after the Emperor had died, the Ascended started fighting for leadership. And slowly, after learning how to use blood magic to gain the edge, they morphed their own bodies and became the Darkin. Twisted, blood-frenzied monsters that would certainly make really cool raid bosses.
I mean, this looks fucking amazing, dude. Just look at this art. That is some next level shit, man. Wow. Overall, I would like to say how cool everything looks in this video. Every art, every video, every comic book, whatever he showed in the video is just amazing quality. I have no doubt that world in this MMO from Riot will be just jaw-dropping. It will be so beautiful. Can't wait, man. Let them cook, I would say.
Besides this ancient evil, Shurima is also full of its own animals, raiders, dune scavengers, and on top of all of that, void creatures. That's because to the south, there used to be a kingdom known as Icathia that wanted to destroy the Shuriman Empire. So, they asked the Watchers for help.
Okay.
You can imagine how that went.
Whoa,
the
dude!
Watchers sent through some void beasts that consumed Icathia and polluted Shurima to this day.
Holy
shit! To fight back the void, Shurima does have a lot of hidden tombs around with hidden God Warrior weapons. Not to mention that Shurima also has a circle of time mages who are trying to freeze the void in time. Now, as I mentioned near the beginning of the video, even if Shurima becomes an expansion, they can still easily make Shurimans a playable race because they are already connected to Noxus. As you can see, of course, Noxians already conquered Shurima.
Fucking Noxus, man! God damn it! They're fucking everywhere. It's just like Polish people. They're everywhere, man. What is this? Yeah. Maybe I should play Noxus then. Come back home, if that makes sense. Some of the art for the game reminds me a bit of Beksiński's art. True, yeah. Actually, that's a very good point, yeah. That's very true. Man, I need to go to some kind of gallery. I haven't been in a while. I like watching art. Makes me feel smart. Yeah. It's good.
So some Shurimans are fighting for Noxus. Also, as a cool fact, for those of you who liked Arcane, Hex Crystals are harvested in Shurima. That's why a Shuriman expansion would be a great follow-up to Piltover and Zone. And again, that's why Riot can easily turn only the northern continent into the base world. Anyway, going west from Shurima, we arrive.
Wait, Gentes-kun! May the cox be with you, Gentes-kun. How you doing? Beep, 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 beep. What's up? Gentes, Libya! Hey. We're just going through the world of Riot's MMO, and that is very fascinating. Chad, believe it or not, this is the first time I have anything to do with this world. Again, I played League of Legends, but I wasn't aware of the context that I exist in as a player. Like, I have no fucking idea why things are the way they are. Maybe back in the day because I played really early on when League of Legends launched. Maybe they didn't have that all figured out, so it's interesting to come back like gazillion years later and see how the world has grown and where they are taking this. This is very cool. Like, very interesting. Very interestingly, I'm understanding and I'm following pretty much 90% of this video. Because, first of all, the guy explains it very, very well. But also the material of it is quite down to earth, if that makes sense. It's simple to follow. Now, if you pull up any video about lore in World of Warcraft, it will be like 2 hours long and only go over the most important events, even then. I promise you, when you watch a lore of World of Warcraft video, no matter how well it's made, by the end of it, you'll know less than you know now. I don't know how the fuck that works, but that's true. Try it.
Live at Mount Targon. This place is incredibly unique. First of all, this mountain is not natural. It was literally pulled up from the ground by celestial gods. And that's because this place serves as a portal to the celestial realm, also known as Targon Prime. Now, because this mountain was pulled up, it also has some unique features. For example, you may find frozen lakes frozen horizontally on the mountain. And the very peak of the mountain is special too. Should a mortal reach the peak despite the brutal climate and the deadly wildlife, either they die from exhaustion, or the celestial gods deem them worthy and they become an ascended aspect.
Can you not just fly there? I got a flying mount if that works.
There is aspect of war, aspect of the sun, aspect of the moon, aspect of the twilight, aspect of the guardian.
Why is Twilight like 5-year-old girl?
The sun, aspect of the moon, aspect of
What? Like, yeah, it's as gay as the movie, man.
the twilight, aspect of the guardian, and so on. Simply said, after people reach the peak, they become some of the strongest beings on the entire planet. So of course, the mountain is full of people who worship the celestial demigods. And I speculate this is where we could get a lot of cool armor sets. There are the Solari, who are devoted to the aspect of the sun. Then there are the rivals, the Lunari, who are devoted to the aspect of the moon. But also, the tribe I assume will become a playable class, the Warriors of Riot.
I like this.
Of course, besides just humans, Targon also has all sorts of
I don't like
furry
this.
Vastaya. Near the bottom of the mountain, you may notice that the mountain is alive. But also there are Stellarcorns, a variety of mind-bending creatures,
Yes.
and loads of dragons.
Yes.
Speaking of which, remember that this place is linked to the Celestial Realm. So this is where we may also meet the star-forging celestial dragon Aurelian Soul, as well as all sorts of other celestial beings. A lot of these
That
would
was
make
quite a
for
fusion of
interesting
things.
bosses. In fact, the ascension of Mount Targon would be a really cool
Literally,
thing.
look, this dude, he literally ate too many Skittles, dude. Like, what is this? Look.
Which, remember that this place is linked to the Celestial Realm. So this is where we may also meet the star.
Dude just ate a whole pack of Skittles. All the colors possible are in the picture right now. Yeah. Also making Illuminati symbol. Yeah, pretty much. True. Yeah.
Forging celestial dragon Aurelian
That's too much,
Soul,
man. I would expect that kind of thing in Final Fantasy, I guess. But not here.
as well as all sorts of other celestial beings. A lot of these would make for interesting bosses.
True.
In fact, the ascension of Mount Targon would be a really cool raid. Next, on the other side of Shurima, there is Ishtal. This is a special place where people are mastering the elemental magic. They are using it for everything.
Okay,
Fishing,
people.
smithing, walking, and this place is definitely gonna be saved for an expansion.
Ooh.
Basically, remember when Icathian asked
What an
the
interesting
Watchers for
architecture,
help?
man.
And then that happened? Ishtal was their neighbor, and after they saw the Void devour an entire kingdom, they believed the Void would soon devour the entire world. So, using their elemental magic, Ishtal built massive walls of plants around their entire region. isolating themselves from the rest
Yeah,
of the world.
they have like this Mongolian vibes, maybe? But somehow, for some reason, mixed with Amazonia jungle? Like, I don't know. Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, what an interesting mix of architecture, nature, and people race. Yeah.
For 3,500
I can't quite
years,
place it
Ishtar
anywhere.
stayed isolated, believing that the world outside of their walls was devoured by the void. But now, very recently, some mages found out that the
This is your trailer for the upcoming Avatar movie. It is literally what happened in the movie. What's happening pretty much ever since the first one came out. Yeah. There's native people to the planet, and there's people who are greedy, destroying it with technology. It's the Avatar movie all over again. I wonder how the monetization plan of Tencent is for the game. We could probably assume lots of things about how they're gonna monetize this game by looking at the games that are already out there, sponsored by Tencent. I'm not so sure if Tencent actually cares about how the game is monetized as long as the money comes in. So maybe we could look how Riot monetizes the game, and that would mean that the MMO will be most likely free to play with decorations, skins for $500.
world outside is completely fine. So now, the Ishtali mages are slowly revealing themselves. To be honest, Ishtal is the most underdeveloped region.
Dude, this architecture, holy shit, I love this. It's like some kind of Rubik's Cube, or I don't know what a weird thing to say, but it reminds me of Rubik's Cube. Something that could be straight out of the Foundation TV series if you watched. Yeah. It looks like German Autobahn, really. How? When you ride a German Autobahn, you can't see anything, man. It's just fucking walls all around, and you just drive half dead inside. Yeah.
In Runeterra, we know the region has a lot of hunting Vastaya, deadly plants, and some elemental dragons. But most of the region is still a mystery to us.
Oh, Doctor
So at
Strange
least
incoming,
here,
okay.
Riot will have the freedom to try something new.
Nice.
But now, we leave the main continent to visit the last two regions.
Bilgewater.
First of all, there is Bilgewater. If you like pirate adventures, this is gonna be your place.
Hell yeah.
This is where we are going to explore
Wow.
inns and gambling dens, even some local temples.
This can be
worshipping the
funny.
god of
Really, really
ocean,
cool.
Nagakeboros. Here we are going to fight pirates and sea monsters, sea witches, sea Vastaya, maybe some demons. And possibly we'll side with Sarah Fortune to fight the king of the pirates, Gangplank. But there's a lot more.
Oh, I remember Gangplank. Yeah, that was a character. Jesus. Yeah, dude. I completely forgot about the guy existed. Look, I only know, like, if I really thought hard, I could probably come up with 3 names of characters in League of Legends. I know that Miss Fortune, I remember. Yes, Swain, not so much. There was this one guy that had like 10 eyes and a sword. And there was this mage, kind of like warlock, that levitated. It started with M, I think, the name with M. Yeah, there were. I do remember some, but very vaguely, very vaguely. Master Yi, yes, Master Yi was the guy that was a spider. Yeah, Malzahar, yes, apparently so, yes.
Here. Last year, Riot released their RPG, which was set in Bilgewater. So not only can we already explore this place in detail, but
Wow.
it even has a monster journal. And at a
Mio,
glance,
co
you
się
can
stało?
already see some really cool
Yes, so Lordo Karakunu-kun! Oh my god, thank you so much, man. Here's a twerk. May the cogs be with you. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you so much, man. I always appreciate you. Thank you for support. That's great. Have a kiss. Aika, skurwysynie. Okay. Yes. Master Yi Spider? Nope. He looked like a spider, no? What does it? Liblot! And he Liblot. Very nice. Dude subs. Dude the Liblas. Dude is best. You get me in it? Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Really appreciate it, man. Dude, by the way, your Bybsie in that badge is just insanely huge. It's poking eyes, man. Yeah. Crazy shit. Thank you. Again, thank you.
Bosses too. However, this place is
Hey,
also
if MMO looked like this...
we see some really cool bosses too. However,
I have zero complaints. I have absolutely zero complaints. Hold up, hold the video. I got news, but we are 3 minutes away from the end, man. It better be good! What is this? Please check Eternia. Well, let me see. I hope this isn't some kind of a dick, okay? Because the name of this, it sounds like some kind of illness that you get on your dick, okay? Some kind of a twisted yeah, I don't want to go there. I will type in mmorpg Ethereum. Okay. Oh wait, it is on this. It is on Steam. Yes. Wait, it's what? What? Look. Wait. What is this? Add to wish immediately. How is this? How is this not on my list, dude? Wait, Chad doesn't like. Who cares? Yeah. So we got new MMO. So, by the way, this isn't crypto shit, okay? Is that true? Like, if this is crypto, I will find you. Because you made me pause for a crypto game.
Eternia was a happy and peak. And he was born, grew up alone.
Tibia, it kinda is like Tibia, man. It's a little different perspective, and of course, interface is much better. Yeah. Okay, I will keep it here, and we're gonna add it to my database of thingies, of games. So it will show up on the website very soon after the stream. I'll add it. Thanks, man. I really appreciate it. Thanks so much. We added a few games. So we have 4 new MMOs now. Legendarium Online, Spawn World, Sword of Justice Global. I signed up for closed beta for this one. They have big... let's just say characters. Okay? I love the character of their characters, if that makes sense. And then Spirit Veil. I will add Hernia as well. Okay? Yes. Let's watch the video to the end.
this place is also linked to the last place I want to show you today, the Shadow Isles. See, every year the horrors of the Shadow Isles lurk out, and Bilgewater just happens to be the closest place. So every year, Bilgewater is fighting the undead. Once upon a time, the Shadow Isles used to be the Blessed Isles, a rich place full of advanced magic. Long story short, there was a young asshole king who wanted to revive his dead queen. And in the process, he accidentally released dark necromantic magic.
Shit,
this
Sylvanas.
magic destroyed the island and made it home for
She fought!
death. In the lore, this event is called the Ruination. And because the RPG is called the Ruined King, it may not be a surprise to you that you also get to explore the Shadow Isles there. And there they have anything you can imagine. Undead horrors creeping everywhere.
Wow, I
and
love
should
this.
we ever venture into these islands, I have no idea whom we're going to fight. The Ruined King who caused all of this is...
Man, this is This is equivalent of Lich King in Riot's MMO. This is so fucking good. Oh my god. I absolutely love this. It's perfect. And look at that ruined image here with him and torn away the lady that died. It's so climatic. This is insane. Absolutely. Characters with lots of plot, man. Yes, you're a wordsmith. Exactly. This is precisely what I wanted to say. 2 plots, if that makes sense. Sure. Wrath of the Lich King, take me back! There's no way back, man. I know those were the times, but there are no times anymore, and you have to accept it. There's just no times anymore. Yeah, nothing compares. At some point, I would try this out if it's not pay to win. Ain't nobody got time for that shit. Man, fuck pay to win. Slash spit. No, wait, they banned it. No, you can't slash spit in WoW anymore. Like, wait. Oh, it kicked me out. Let me try reconnect if it works. Let me see. Actually, let me see. Let me see, dude. This is a wrong server. Fuck off. Who plays on fire mode PvP? No one cares. Only Zandalar tribe, dude. Yeah, dude. I went hard on look at those bitches. This is just insane, man. 360 levels in classic era. Ja pierdole. And one is fucking commander in PvP. There's no kidding. Let me see slash spit. It works! It works! You spit on the ground, man. It doesn't work in retail. It's removed. They removed slash spit in retail, so that's why I'm so excited. Okay, but yes, hopefully this isn't pay to win. I don't think Riot would make pay to win. I really don't think so. Based on the reputation, I really have hopes. Yes.
Is banished elsewhere. Thresh, who siphoned his
man, this looks so cool.
Also left the Isles.
It's kind of like Burning Legion in WoW.
The most brutal soldier of them all is currently around Demacia. So the Shadow Isles don't currently have a main baddie.
Yeah.
So this is where Riot could push forward some of the side characters. Now, even though these have all been the regions that are currently set up on Runeterra, Riot has already confirmed that there is a new continent further to the east. Currently, it is planned to be revealed in the upcoming Ruination novel. And so far, we know that this new continent is where the ruined King Viego is from. And this is also where he was banished at the end of his story. All we know about that place is that it is quite mystical. There are yet more dragons here, and in fact, Kamavor, which is the ruined king's nation, has a lot of draconic armor. So should Riot run out of places to explore,
I feel like ratio of women and to men playing Riot's MMO will be the largest any MMO has ever seen. Yeah. Boys, we have an opportunity over here to get our partners to play the game. Yeah. Man, this makes me horny. And I'm straight. What the fuck?
Which is the ruined king's nation, has a worry they can always make up more. But that's all I wanted to show you today. As someone who's been following the lore of League of Legends from the very beginning, I can tell you, I'm very confident the setting of Riot's MMO is gonna be great. Their incredible writers have been preparing the world for years now.
It is incredible.
And now, it's time to harvest the fruit. If you like this video, let me know in the comments below. Because right now, I still have 3 more topics that I could talk about in regards to the MMO. I especially want to talk about the potential raid bosses we can face, and the potential
so theory crafting essentially right now.
As someone who has collected an unholy amount of transmog, I would love to show you all the cool armor sets this universe has. But that's it for this video. See you in 6 to 8 years when the MMO gets released.
Okay, yeah, this is probably right. What a great video, man. Wait, there's more? Yeah, that's fine. No one cares. Okay, yeah, that's a great video, man. Absolutely. I already liked it, I see. Yeah, really, really cool. Thank you. Wow, 30 minutes. What the fuck? insane. Someone on mmorpg Reddit asked, I think yesterday, will there ever be a game that beats WoW? And I don't know the answer because I can't see the future. But what I can kind of predict what is the requirement, apart from obviously the number of players and hype around that. I think the requirement will be the storytelling. The requirement will be the world building that happens prior to that MMO. In other words, people coming to play the MMO, they already need to feel part of the world. Something like Amazon is doing with Lord of the Rings MMORPG. People need to be invested in the IP already when they come to MMO. Because in the MMO, no one pays attention to quests and lore. They skip cinematics. There's rush for the power. All of that shit. And so you can't get invested into the lore, into the world, if you don't read about it, if you don't listen about it. Right? It just kind of makes sense. Dude, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna. This is beautiful. Let me come back to you now. Okay. What did you think of the video, by the way? I think the contents of the video, because the quality was there, but the contents itself, I never even come as close. Sorry, I had to correct my English. I never even come as close to Riot's world as now. And listening to it about it for the first time made me realize how interesting it is. It's not overly convoluted with some abstract cosmic matters, and it's very down to earth in a way. Like, sure, there is a fantasy to it. There are some gods and some powers. That's fine, but it's still very easy, very digestible, very understandable. Yes. So am I right? They plan on adding the champions as bosses? Probably. Yeah, that's what it seems like. Yeah. I don't know. 8 years? More like 18 years. Dude, let them cook. Absolutely. Like, whatever it is, let them fucking cook, man. I really do wish them the best. Because who, if not a company with resources as Riot and the world, the IP, such as Riot's, stands a chance to build another WoW? I am always in the corner of any MMO indie developer that tries something new. Not another Unreal Engine 5, by the way, okay? I'm always in the corner of those, but we have to be honest, those people will most likely never reach the mass market. Right? Like, it's not feasible. Kurwa! I always forget to shut down this Discord before the stream. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. It's just the way it is. So, I'm really, really cheering for them. Yeah. Genshin Impact, the WoW killer. Chat, how many WoW killers did we hear about? Every time I started to play WoW, I've been hearing about WoW killers. No, such thing doesn't exist, man. The worst, you know who can be the WoW true killer? WoW itself. Yeah. Yeah. Riot MMO could probably be capable of pulling it off. Exactly. If anyone, that's them. I can't think of any studio that I have hopes for. The reason why is because they already launched their flagship product and it's shit. So if this is what they are going for with their product, with their design decisions, etc., you know, think NCSoft, right? Like, think NCSoft, think Square Enix, ArenaNet, all of that, right? Think about games from those companies. How much hope do you have that they will ever produce anything that is on the scale of World of Warcraft? Like, for me, that's like close to zero. Right? Because they have different priorities. They don't care about world building. They don't care about building communities and just reaching for people's lives in the sense that, you know, having a mug on the shelf, having a t-shirt with their favorite character, like whatever. Like, they don't go there. They just stick to the pixels and ask people to swipe wallets to make those pixels more attractive. And it's just sad, dude. So I really don't have any hopes for those companies. And when Riot shows up, that's a different story. It's actually fresh air. You get me? Yeah. Nobushiga has a cuckoo, by the way. Beat me to it. May the cogs be with you, Człowiek. What's up, my man? You get me, bro. You get me. How you doing? Yeah, good to see you. Chat. Just, by the way, just you know, just you are looking at the big boy. Okay. This isn't something small. This is something to admire, okay? This is a big dick Shadow Priest commander. So yeah, pay respect. / spit Penpenakun. Lord Kararin, why would you spit on Penpenakun? He's great. You get me? Yeah. I'm happy. Oh, hey, okay. Hey, cool. Hey, have a kiss for that. There you go. Wisty, what are you doing? You okay? Okay, shit. My cat's going crazy. He's playing and running around the house. So you might just see random shit. Like before, my cat changed the scene in my OBS for some reason. He just stepped on the keyboard without me knowing in the middle of the movie. And the chat is like, hey, we can't see the screen. Like, what the fuck? Did I get disconnected or something? And I'm looking at the OBS right here. And I'm like, fuck. He pressed the button. No, so spokój się, łysy! Sorry, I gotta calm him down. Yeah, he's a little imp. I figured I should watch on YouTube because the watch hours add up. Twitch tab is up too. Hey, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you. So, hey, we got this new MMO that Kararin-kun brought up. Let me see if we can quickly dig out something more about it. Where is it? So, it's Eternia. Let's see what they show in the trailer, okay? It's a pixel MMO. Kind of like Tibia, I guess. Well, I don't know. Let's have a look.
Eternia was a happy and...
Man, when you can't read what's on the screen, you know the quality is bad. Why are those... Why is this... Every single video player, YouTube, Twitch, Steam, wherever I play a video... and the setting of the quality is set to auto, it's fucking potato, man. No, it's actually the player. It's not... The video is...
Eternia
The video is great. Let me just pull it... Okay, I'm setting max quality.
was a happy.
Okay. I think... okay, I think this time is actually the video. Yes. It's fine. I'm interested in this discussion. The discussion about how to make the next big MMORPG. I think it's a great discussion. It's very, very huge and emotionally charged topic because everyone sees MMOs differently. Everyone derives value from them differently. Yet, World of Warcraft managed to bring those people with different needs and preferences under one roof. And that is a huge achievement, man. I still believe that a huge... drive, the engine behind all of it, was the fact that WoW not only existed beyond WoW, but it also happened at the time where people didn't have a chance to easily connect online. Like the social aspect of being online wasn't there. We were just getting connected to the internet for permanently, like getting terminally online started there. And so WoW just showed up, and all of a sudden, people from all over the world could have fun together. That there was like no barrier. That really cool. You get me? Yeah. I could tell by the character's price that it wasn't the resolution that was the problem. Really? Holy shit, I couldn't.
Peaceful kingdom until a great
Oh, this is good now, look.
explosion and destroyed all the cities.
Okay.
3 young warriors wanted to bring peace back.
Okay. Yes, oh, they're fast as fuck, boy! Jesus! And there's Baldy! The game is perfect.
And he was born, grew up alone.
Where's damage?
And he will do it on an epic journey.
Okay, let's go.
Defeating
He kills
monsters,
bees?
quests,
Disgusting.
dungeons.
Come on, man.
It's coming soon.
I don't know what I watched, but yes. Great. Okay. I'm glad you're happy. I really am. So, okay, Thunders. You know what I'm missing? The damage numbers. I don't know how much damage I dealt, so how am I supposed to know if I'm good? Yeah. And also I don't speak Chinese, so I don't know what I'm looking at. I mean, okay, sure. Yeah, I mean, whatever. Yeah, I'll give it a go when it comes out. I like pixel games, of course. Yeah. What a time to be alive. London will fall on 13 September. Dude. What a random thing to say. Like, we're talking MMOs. We're talking about the future of games and how WoW is great and shit. Yeah, the world is ending. Oh, okay, thanks. Yeah, good to know. You know what I mean? Yeah. WoW is the product of the perfect storm. It is. It is very true. Yes, many things, like, it's a confluence of events. By the way, I love the word confluence. It's beautiful, and no one knows what it means. How about that? Yes. Right place, right time, right product. Exactly, man. I see stolen artwork. Wait, where? They use Tibia artwork. What do you mean? Yeah. Everywhere! Jesus! I know what you can do. I will show you what you can do. You can try what Blizzard's been doing. By the way, I love how I am now VPNing through Poland. Okay. And everything that I have right now is from Poland. Like, it's not a surprise, but it just... it surprises me every time I load up the internet, because I expect the internet I used to know, and now I have the internet from Poland. Which means I got, like, fucking translations of English phrases. When I go to X, right? When I go to X, all the shit on the right-hand side is trending in Poland. Look. Ukraine. Belarus. Yeah, do you know what I mean? It's so... It is annoying. Because I'm still in the UK, man. Like, I don't really care about what's trending in Poland. Yeah. Yeah. I dropped from my meeting. That's cool, man. How was the meeting? Did you do all it? There was a very great meme. 1 second. Wait. I'll probably not... Because, fuck, I need to start liking shit. Yeah. That's not what I meant, but that's cool too. Yeah, there was a great meme about that meetings. It was poking fun at quick calls again, and I'm very against those. And so it just reminded me when you said meeting. Yes, 2 English guys have been talking about this Saturday. Long story short, don't be in London. Well, yes, you timed your visit in London very well. Chat, so I don't know if you know, but on Saturday we have, like, huge protests in London against the current government. And then on top of that we have transport people, the employees in Transport for London just protesting. So there's not much going on in terms of transport. So it just people basically expect mayhem, right? And that's it. Yeah. But anyway, going back to the games, did you guys sign up for Sword of Justice Global? I think this is something I would look into if I was you. There's a quick like recruitment survey. You have to like pop in your preferences and shit so they know who are you as a playtester. They're not asking you about, you know, name or address or anything like it. It's just purely just to profile you a little bit as a player. And you can go on their website and complete the survey. It looks proper good. It really does. Yeah. Oh man. Look, by the way, this is WoW Classic Era. This is a server that I started to play on in 2019, man. There's more guards in Stormwind than players. Let's give it a go. Slash who? I'm actually surprised there's anyone. Okay, let me try to communicate with that person. No, it's not slash global. Slash. Was the chat? I forgot the slash. What was the chat for it? Slash world, yes. Slash world, I think. No, it's not slash world. Because G is guild, S is say, raid is R. Yeah, this is. What? He already whispered me. Like, we were just watching the Riot video and... What? Okay. Yeah. Hola. It's... No. Wait, what's hap... But I'm here. Yes, you are. Fuck me, dude. Long story short, don't be in London, and I think we're gonna have to work with what's happening, right? Yeah, fully ripped out in R14, dude. Me too. Look, I'll ping him. Look, I'll show him. Like, right, where is it? That's how you gain rep on the streets, man. Yes, sir, kurva. Let's go. Yes, sir. Of course. No, great times. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's yeah. Okay. That works too. That's good too. Yeah, just a bunch of 40-year-olds just showing off. That's okay, Chad. Like we have nothing else to show off in our lives, so we just show off mounts in the game. Hey, how about that? That's also good, okay? No problem. No harm done, man. But I'm genuinely surprised. So what? Wait. What are you doing here these days if there's no one to play with? Let me take. Let me see. What holds him online? I would love to know that. Yeah. Because the guy has to be just... Like... I mean, what do you do? Like, how do you play an online game designed for online experiences alone? And I don't mean just running without party. I mean, there's literally fucking no one on the server. Do they? Slash who says otherwise? Okay, that's good. Yeah. I mean, still kinda lame. But hey, chat, this is great. It's such a nice way to just remember the game, really. Pop into your old character, chill the fuck out. I remember when this place, back in the day, was just vibing with all the greatest players ever existed. Full of chats, full of jokes, full of banter. The global chat would go fucking crazy. Yeah, it was just insane times in my life, dude. I love Alliance. I can't fucking wait till I can visit Stormwind again on my retail character. Dude, this game is so great. I fucking love it. Just running through Elven Forest, man. There's something else. It's just, you can't replicate this experience in any MMO right now. Every little pixel heal has memory attached to it. I'm not kidding you. How many times I killed this cow? You have no fucking idea. Yeah. How many times I resurrected on this graveyard? Or got deaded by those fucking kobolds on with the candles on their head? Or how many times I stepped into something naughty in this inn? Yeah, it's just insane. And they have Darkmoon Fair... Oh, shit. Fuck, man. This is beautiful. Hey, man, by the way, we were supposed to watch one extra video. But this one took me... So, guys, we have to start... how to say? We have to start recording how much time per minute of actual video we spend on yapping. So, it seems that a video of 30 minutes took us about an hour and a half to watch. Which means for 1 minute of video, we took 3 minutes. Okay, that's a very good converter. Because that will allow me to estimate content for streams a little bit more accurately. Okay? And so we had this video to watch today, also 30 minutes. But it seems like we need another stream for it. So since I will be not streaming until next Wednesday, you can, by any means, watch it yourself. It's a very interesting video about how Classic Plus won't work. And that is in light of the recent server shutdowns by Blizzard and the recent announcements from Blizzard, surveys from Blizzard, and overall hype by players. Very cool summary based on, you know, comments and description and what I've seen so far. Just this little bit to judge if I want to watch it with you. Looks really well made and good points in there. So highly recommend you guys give it a go from Theory-Wise OS. Great username, by the way. Yeah. But in any case, chat, it is 9 a.m. and I have to run. Now, few things to say. Again, I will be adding the missing MMO to the list. So just watch out for that. We'll be talking on Discord all the fucking time. But this weekend I am away. And I can't be streaming. Okay? It's just impossible. Okay? So you guys take care. Do big damage for me. And I will see you next Wednesday. Okay? Next Wednesday. So that will be 17th. Right? I joined the beta for Sword of Justice as well. Great. So if that's the case, then maybe we can play it together when we both get access. Okay? Yeah. So I'm gonna raid you out to her or him. I can't actually remember the gender. It's either or. Okay, there's no more than that. So there's 50-50 chance we're gonna guess. And so yeah, we're gonna go there and see the Hollow Knight Silk Song, which is apparently another Expedition 33 in its own category. And so let's talk on Discord. Thank you very much for every message, every support, every sub today, every follow, every comment. Dude, absolutely, you make my day, really do. And I can't wait to see you all again, really. If I could, I would be doing this full time and be here fucking 12 hours every day. But it's just impossible right now. There was this quick... there was a post on X one day. Someone just dug it out from interviews with Elon Musk. That he's working 12 hours for 7 days a week. And I'm like, that's rookie numbers, dude. So I'm doing my best to be here full time with you, okay? Just give me time. Alright. Enjoy your week ahead and thank you so much. Arigatou gozaimasu. Tsugi no streamu de aimashou. Hi. Bye bye. Mata ne. Ja, mata ne. Bye bye. Thank you guys. See ya. YouTube. Peace, bitches. Woo!